do we need another special counsel? Here with me now, Alabama Republican Congressman and ranking member of the subcommittee where Barr testified yesterday, Robert Aderholt. Welcome to the show, Congressman.
Thanks, Kenny. Good to be with you.
So, Willie Barr was very explicit when he talked about spying. I don't know that we need to read too much between the lines. What did you make of his testimony, and what do we do now?
Well, I think what we've learned yesterday, of course, as you know, yesterday the Attorney General was before the subcommittee that I'm ranking member of on the House side on appropriations. And what we learned from yesterday and today, that the Attorney General is looking into this and to making sure that this was done appropriately. I raised the question yesterday that this was all predicated on something that was very questionable. And the Attorney General replied that he was indeed looking into it and trying to find out, and that the IG is already doing an investigation. And so I think that's completely appropriate, what needs to be done.
Yeah, this sort of shrouded power that exists at the FBI and CIA, it's too tempting for people to use, and maybe some of those people, especially those who are entrusted with those agencies, shouldn't be trusted with that sort of surveillance power. I think that's what we're learning from all of this. So,
well,
obviously, okay, go ahead.
Well, let me just say that's why the FISA law was set into place back in the late 70s, was for the mere fact that so you wouldn't have just some FBI agent that just wanted to do some kind of investigation on someone. If you do someone on domestic soil, on someone who is an American citizen, then you have to go before a court. These judges are to look at all the evidence. And the key thing, it's not to be just a hunch or just some kind of suspicion that you have, but it's got to be have some real evidence that something's going on.
The problem is we don't know what that evidence is because we are not allowed to see those FISA warrant applications. We have no idea, and therefore, because the law has been so bolstered and expanded, that there is so much corruption that is now endemic within those agencies because of these laws. I know that you spoke with Carter Page yesterday. I spoke with him last week. Let's take a look.
Are you investigating who leaked the existence of the FISA order against Carter Page?
I haven't seen the referrals yet from Congressman Nunez, but obviously if there's a predicate for an investigation, it'll be conducted.
So is there a predicate for an investigation here, and do you trust the Attorney General to undertake that? He's done this job before. He obviously knows how to put a team together to look into some of these questions. Do you trust that, or do you think we need to go to special counsel?
Well, let's let it start here. I think it's very appropriate to let the Attorney General to be looking into it, but it may lead to a special investigation. But I think what's clearly the fact is that this was all premised on the Steele dossier, and obviously we know that was some information that was given to the FBI that was very questionable. And so there's a lot of questions that need to be answered here, and I don't think we want rogue FBI agents that are going around just if they have a hunch.
You're not just talking about rogue FBI agents. You're talking about the deputy director of the FBI and the FBI director himself. So has enough changed under Christopher Wray, and how can we be confident in that?
Yeah, well, the FBI director was in there last week. I have full confidence in him. He did a very good job in testifying before our committee. But I'm just saying, in general, you don't want some rogue FBI agent in general that would come before and just try to open up an investigation, especially on a presidential candidate.
Well, it looks like that's what happened, and that rogue agent appears to be, I mean, he was aided by several other people much higher than him, but that appears to be Peter Strzok. So there has to be accountability here, and Democrats should want just that, because they don't want these same forces in play when there is a Democrat who is about to assume the White House. Regardless of party, it is never, ever okay, and I'm shocked, frankly, that your Democrat colleagues don't understand that.
Yeah, no, it could come around on the shoe could be on the foot next time, and so I think what this is so important is to make sure that there was verified information, and a lot of us right now think that might have been missing in this particular case.
All right, thank you very much. Good to talk to you.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
And of course, Democrats